Good morning. On Monday, it's a whole new week, it's a whole new waffle, it's the same old me. I am working today. After today, I am off until Friday, so Monday at work, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday not at work. I've left slightly earlier this morning because I need to stop and get something for my lunch because I am monumentally disorganised and can't think straight at the moment, so I thought I'd just stop in. Aldi do a very nice toasty, and we now have a toaster at work, so got banging head, absolute banging head. I should have done my Manjaro jab this morning, but I already feel slightly sick and I already have a headache, and I decided I would not tempt fate by jabbing on top of that, so I'll do my jab this evening if I feel better. But yeah, woke up this morning very queasy, banging head. It was the base of the skull headache, but it has, in the last hour, it has spread over the top of my head and come down over this eye, so that's lovely. I could do without that on a day when I'm at work because we have strip lighting at work and I will struggle today with the lighting. So I've taken ibuprofen already, and I will whack in some paracetamol in a kind of lovely mix and match arrangement. And I will get a lot of fluids in over the course of the morning, which should help, which means over the course of the afternoon I'll pee a lot. So, you know, it's nice to have a plan. What on earth is this person doing? There's a person here doing a 3-point turn in the middle of a main road in rush hour traffic. These are the choices some people make. I am noticing, by the way, that my vlogging is becoming a running commentary on the way other people drive. I am sure that I am also not perfect. I'm sure I'm not. No, surely I am the world's best driver and everything about me is perfect. I mean, you ask Lex will tell you I'm never in the wrong lane. Anyway, I am off to work. This evening, Darcy has to go to the vets for her post-op checkup. So I'm leaving work a little bit earlier so that I can pick her and Natalie up and take them for that. And I also need to go to the unit and pick up souls, and then I've got parcels to do. Natalie's going in the loft for me. She's got the day off work today, so she's going to go in the loft for me while I'm at work. So that'll be the loft stuff done. Down. Won't be done. I've still to parcel it. I've not actually managed to persuade Natalie to do enough of my job yet, funnily enough. But yeah, so she's going to go in the loft and get stuff down during the course of the day, which means tonight when I get back from vets and unit, I should be able to crack on with a few parcels. And then I'll do some more tomorrow morning, and then I've got to go to the dreaded dentist. So, right, just arriving at Aldi to find myself something for lunch. Let me sort my shopping bag out. Forgot to take my bag in, so I just had to juggle it all out to the car. I got eclairs for the sweetie bowl, a gammon joint, not for work obviously, a melon, also not for work. This is my lunch, Hunter's chicken 30% off toasty, and I got these because today is my last shift for one of my colleagues before she goes for an op, so I thought we'd have a little cakey. Good evening. It is nearly 10 to 5 actually. I've just left work slightly early. I think I said this to you guys this morning that I'm picking Natalie and Darcy up to take Darcy for a post-op checkup. I'm sure I said that. So I'm on my way to get them now, and I've got to go to the unit. I definitely said this morning, it's sounding familiar even to my adult brain. We just had a conversation with a colleague about crushes we had, the teenage crushes that we had on pop stars and various film stars and whatever, and we both agreed that we both had a crush on Andrew McCarthy. And in the course of this conversation we realised that Andrew McCarthy is a good 10 years older than us, and therefore he must be in his early 60s, and we very idly said, I wonder what he looks like now. And then she googled him, and now we know what he looks like now. Unless, I mean, he's aged okay, don't get me wrong, but he does not look like the Andrew McCarthy that spent so much time in my dreams when I was a teenager, which is sad. So I thought I'd ask you, who did you guys have crushes on when you were in your teens? Who was your crush, and have they aged well? My colleague also pointed out when I said, oh dear, but he's got old, and she said, well, so have you. And I said, yes, but he's not got to look at pictures of me. So yeah, who did you have a crush on when you were a teenager, and have they aged well in that? Would you still have a crush on them now? Let me know in the comments section if you please. Right, I'm going to go and get Natalie and Darcy. I'm having an abrupt change of plan because they have closed one of the roads down by the unit, and of course it is 5:15, which is rush hour. And I saw on Facebook that somebody else was saying it was chaos down there, so I thought I'd very quickly put it into Google Maps to see what kind of time it was saying it would take. And Google Maps currently saying 57 minutes for me to do what should be a 1.5 minute journey. So we're not going to the unit tonight after all. We will go tomorrow during the day when hopefully things will be a bit calmer. Just pulled up outside Home Bargains, and look, there's one of those little crochet surprises tied to that lamppost. I'm going to go and look at it, but probably not take it. Probably leave it for somebody else to find. It's an owl. It says on there, this little crochet gift is especially for you. It carries happy thoughts in case you're feeling blue. If it made you smile, I'm yours to take away. Enjoy this little bit of fun and have a lovely day. Please post a picture or comment, random acts of crochet, kindness, caution, this is not a toy. I'm going to leave it there for somebody else to find, but isn't that lovely? Can you please tell the people at home how you feel after your experience at the vets?
Traumatised.
Was it very bad?
Yeah.
What was bad about it?
Didn't like it.
What didn't you like?
Anyway, I had to go.
Were there other dogs there?
Yeah.
Were they nice?
They didn't do anything, but I was scared.
Why were you scared?
I told you, scared of weenies.
Why are you hiding from the camera? Well, that's right. That is rude. That is. She is fine. She has had her checkup. She is fine. She cannot go back to full walks because she's got internal stitches which may rupture. And telling her that is a whole other ball game. You've got internal stitches which may rupture.
What are you doing with my vein?
She's not here for this conversation.
She's not. She is clocking
But she's okay. Dinner. I cooked gammon and chips in the air fryer, which have pretty much fallen apart, but they'll taste good. And yay, dinner is served. It is actually 7:30 at night. It's nearly bedtime. Good morning on Tuesday. I am in the middle of doing parcels. Natalie's just come in to me with a little non-scale victory, which I thought we would share with you. Tell them what you told me.
My jumper fits.
Yeah, tell them about your jumper.
It was bought for me a few years ago, and it was like a second skin.
It was 4 sizes too small.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
3 or 4 sizes too small. You put it on, you felt like it looked like a...
Yeah, oh yeah, it was
like
horrendous.
yeah.
It was
yeah, and
like
so she's never taken the tags off it. She's kept it all this time, and she's just come in and said, look, and it fits beautifully. Well done, Nat. I'm very proud.
Thanks.
Can you, what have you got underneath it?
Nothing.
Okay, could you pop back in just a t-shirt for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. So, we put the Manjaro video out last Friday, and somebody said they would love to see Natalie standing up so they get an idea of her weight loss. So can you gather that again like you did? Because we were talking about how you're much slimmer on the top, aren't you?
Yeah, I've always been.
But what she is now is a slim lady with curvy hips rather than...
Which is a shame, because that's the bit I wanted to
No,
get,
but they're honestly, you've got lovely legs and you're a lovely shape. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, there you go. So that's the upright version of Nat rather than sat in a chair slumped up. Oh. Finally made it to the unit. It's taken us half an hour to do what should be a 2-minute drive. That road being closed is really having a knock-on effect everywhere. I've got 3 bags of stuff to take in and unpack and 1 bag of stuff to bring out, and I've sold that hostess trolley, which now I have so much regret over because I've got to pack it to post it. I knew I'd regret it as soon as I listed it. As soon as I bought it. I regretted it so much when I bought it that I didn't list it for 3 months. Right, I'm going to get one of their little trucks and get my bags in. Okay, orders are picked and I'm ready to go home. I'm taking this one home as well because I pulled this out while I was looking at something else and it's really discoloured in the back. I cannot imagine that I listed it like this. I mean, I don't always notice little marks, but let me get this out of the bag. Just recorded the whole section without pressing record as usual. Okay, so you guys can see the discoloration on this, yeah? And on the ears. I do sometimes miss small marks, but I don't feel like I would have missed that much. And so I'm thinking it's discoloured in the bag. I'm going to go home, check the listing. I'm going to put it through the wash and see if this comes out. Can you see it? I don't feel like I would have listed it like that. Let me pick you up. Can you see that? I mean, that's really bad. I don't feel like I would have listed it like that. And yet these bags don't normally cause things to discolour. So I'm a bit bemused by that. I'm going to take it home and wash it. See if it comes out. If it doesn't, then it just won't get relisted. But I'm going to check listing as well and see if these marks show up on. I'm sure I wouldn't have listed it in that condition. I would have gone, no, that's not fit for purpose. It's all on the ears as well. Look. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not. It's Some Bunny Loves You. It's, you know, it's only a cheap branded one, but TJM Limited. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to take that one home, wash it, and have a look at the listing and see if I can work out what the problem is there. If it is these bags, then we have to have a rethink on the bags. Well, I found the listing. I'll put the footage in here for the photos. Those marks are definitely not on there in the listing, so it has discoloured in storage, which is annoying. I now have to check all of the others. Every time, I won't go through and check them now, but every time I sell one, I'll be very careful to check and make sure it hasn't got any discoloration in the bag before I post it out. My friend's just reminded me I've got a dentist in an hour. Ugh. Second time in 12 hours, but this time I'm back for the stuff I forgot yesterday. That was the quickest pop anybody ever did pop. It is heaving in there. It's also a bit windy out there. Hang on. Oh, it is really, really busy in there. And there are thousands of children. Everybody must have needed to go shopping, and of course it's the school holidays, isn't it? So they've had to bring their kids with them. Oh. Of course, everybody lets the kids push the trolley. I get it. But kids aren't good at pushing trolleys. Apart from into people, they're really good at that. I went in for two things. I came out with two things. This is a breakthrough. Hand wash. We've got drumstick squashies, strawberry and cream flavour this week. Flavour, aroma, fragrance, type, variety, scent, and garlic powder. That was all I went in for, and that's all I bought. Winning at life. Right, it is 12:20. Dentist at 1, home for a good old thorough teeth clean. Not that I've actually eaten anything since I cleaned my teeth this morning anyway, but I have drunk Pepsi Max since then. And yeah, fresh mouth for the dentist, obviously. Home, teeth clean, dentist. It's amazing what you can achieve when you haven't really got the time to achieve anything. I've been in, emptied the ice maker, hung out a load of washing, put another load of washing onto wash into the machine. Give my teeth a very thorough scrubbing, and it is now 20:1 and I'm off to the dentist. So I achieved all of that in about 10 minutes flat. Right, I have a dental phobia, which is one of the reasons why I conveniently forgot that I had a dentist appointment, and also why I put it into my Google Calendar to remind me, because having made the appointment, I put it from my mind, put it away into a compartment where we won't think about that, because I have a dental phobia. I'm sure I've mentioned the fact that these are not all my own teeth before. I don't know if I've ever gone into it in detail. I have, I think, 7 or 8 teeth on a plate at the top, because I had to have 7 or 8 teeth removed all in one go under general anaesthetic, going back about 8 to 10 years ago now, I think it was. Maybe not quite as long as that. My mother has a dental phobia, and this passed on to me as a child through the method of not taking me to the dentist. So I didn't go to the dentist at all in my childhood, and she also didn't really encourage me to clean my teeth. I didn't get into a good teeth cleaning routine. I don't remember any input really into my ablutions. So I didn't get into a good teeth cleaning routine as a kid, and I didn't go to the dentist at all until by the time I was 16 I had really painful cavities, and then I went to a local dentist who was actually a friend of my mum's and had reassured her that everything would be fine, and unfortunately had very, very large hands, which I think is a It's a poor choice of career to be a dentist if you've got enormous hands. He had big meaty Hulk hands. And the cavity was down here, and to get to it, he split both sides of my mouth. Both sides of my mouth split. And he left a piece of the tooth behind. And altogether, all in, it was a traumatic experience, and it cemented my dental phobia even further. So at that point, I wasn't scared of going to the dentist, only as a referral of my mum's fear. I knew that dentists, you know, my mum didn't go near them because they weren't scary, and so I hadn't actually developed my own fear as such, just a kind of an avoidance, because we don't do that. But that traumatic experience cemented my own fear, and that grew into a dental phobia, and meant that I went to the dentist less and less over the years, only when absolutely necessary. And that resulted in an awful lot of tooth decay. And it got to the point where I had to have all these teeth out, and I begged them to do it under general, and eventually they conceded and I was allowed to have them out under general, and then I had a plate, and since then I have been better. I have been better at going for checkups and whatever, and I have learnt to cope with it. So I have a scrunchie on my wrist which I will fiddle with all the time, and if it gets too much I twang it, and if it gets, I'm getting a bit shaky. Calm the hell down, woman. Right. If it gets too much, I twang it, and the dentist knows that if I start twanging a bit more furiously, then I'm struggling, so it'll be fine. However, having said that, sadly, my own dentist passed away a few years ago, and now we have different dentists, and they're not quite as understanding as my old dentist was, and there is somewhat of a language barrier now as well, so it won't be fun. I won't enjoy this. This has been a 4-minute ramble of me working myself up into a state. I'm not in a state. I'm not in a state. I am fine. It is a checkup. I know I've got a cavity. I've got a cavity on the bottom jaw at the very last tooth, on the kind of the inside. If you see what I mean, it's not here and it's not here. It's on the bit of the tooth that faces into the side of the head rather into the back of the head or the front of the head. Does that make sense? So I know I've got a cavity, so I know I need something done. And I chipped my front tooth the other day, and obviously my front teeth are gradually dissolving over time. And I need to stop talking and go in. I will see you guys afterwards. It's going to be fine. It'll be fine. Everything is fine. I am fine. It is fine. Everything is fine. See you in a bit. Obviously it was fine. It's always fine, isn't it, really? I have got a whole lot I knew about, as I mentioned there, and this one she's going to fill those too, so I've got to go back on the 10th of September for 3 fillings and a hygienist appointment because I got told off for not brushing well enough. I think they always tell you off for not brushing well enough. I think you could brush until you have no teeth left, and there you go, you haven't brushed well enough. And I think it's because they then say, let us sell you this electric toothbrush, which they did not sell me because I already have one. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. I didn't enjoy it, but it was okay. I survived. Home now to do parcels. My ex sort of would have been mother-in-law has sent some belly pork. Natalie's been to visit her this afternoon, and she sent some belly pork home. So we're having belly pork with mashed potato and some kind of vegetable for dinner. I say we, it's just me and Anthony because Natalie doesn't eat pork. So I just dried it off. I haven't cooked belly pork in years, so I just dried it off because I know you have to dry it off really well so it'll go crispy. And I'm going to cook it in the air fryer. And I've already done my mash because I was chatting away with the kids and stuff and got that done. So look at that. Belly pork, barbecue belly pork with a cheese and onion topping, steamed veg and mashed potato. That's my dinner. It is 5 p.m, so this is my first and last meal of the day. It's just me and Darcy, and she's livid about it. So Natalie's on the evening dog walk. Darcy has her limited walks. Come in the garden with me, yeah? She doesn't want to be in the garden with me. She has to have limited walks still because she only had her up a couple of days ago. So we've been taking the the 3 big ones, 3 others, the 3 healthies out first, and then taking Darcy up to join them for a short one. She just was not impressed with them going out without her. So I just said to her, come in the garden, we'll get the washing in, and then we'll go and join them. We're going to go and find him in a minute, I promise. We're going to find him in just a minute. We will. I know, it's tragic. Absolutely tragic. Right, let's take her up and find the others. It is 8 p.m. and I have procrastinated so damn hard today that I spent most of the day downstairs. I don't even like the downstairs of my own house, which is why I don't spend much time down there. But I procrastinated so hard, and now I've got to do the remainder of the parcels. Where's the stuff I got from the unit? Okay, I've sold some Salopets. There's that comforter that I brought home that needs washing. 3 other comforters. I did a load of auctions this week to clear out some old stuff. I've sold a dipping scoop for chocolatiers. I've sold a, what the heck's that, embossing folder. I sold the first 2 of the sous vide, I don't know, I can never remember how to pronounce that. I think it's sous vide bags. I bought these at the car boot. I bought loads of them for not very much money. Maybe like a £5 for all or something like that. And I parcelled them up in lots of 2 for £19.99 and the first one's gone. So there we go, we're in profit on the whole lot. I've sold a Braun gas styler. These 2 are going out to one of you guys, so thank you for watching. Having said that, you might not watch this, you might watch the hauls but not the vlog, I don't know. I sold the Kath Kidston timer from last week. And I've sold this calculator. So I'm going to get on and parcel this stuff. Oh, I'm listening to a Campion. A Marjorie Allingham Campion book on YouTube at the moment. So I'll put that back on and crack on with these. And by the magic of editing, as if by magic. All done. 2 bags of parcels to go to the parcel shop tomorrow. Rather annoyingly, having battled through the traffic today, I've sold a couple more things that are still in the unit since I got home, so that's a nuisance. I mean, you know, yay to have sales, but I'm going to have to battle through the traffic again at some point, and I don't know when. Anyway, that's it for today. I have no real plans for tomorrow. I was going to Taunton, and now I don't have to. So, no real plans for tomorrow yet. We'll see how tomorrow pans out. We will see. I definitely will need to hoover in here because the dogs have destroyed a toy, so that's on the agenda for tomorrow. So, you know, buckle up and look forward to that. That'll be a thrill for you guys. Good morning. Oh, what day is it? It's Wednesday. Wednesday today, Nat? Yeah, good morning on Wednesday. I am just stripping my bed. Clean sheets today. Nice drying day. All the rest of that stuff. And I'm hoping today as well to get to Dunelm because one of you very kindly sent me a link to an online to buy the zipped pillowcase for my V-pillow. But also several of you said they're in Dunelm. So I'm popping to Dunelm first because if they are in Dunelm, I had a look on the Dunelm website and they certainly were on there. So they're slightly cheaper than they were in the link that I was sent. So we'll try there first. Why won't this sheet come off? Oh God, it's fighting back. So we'll try Dunelm first. I get myself a new pillowcase with a zip. Ugh. Yeah, I've got to get the sheets in the wash and take the dogs out. Comes the sun when I'm stripping the bed sitting down, doesn't it? I had the worst night's sleep. I don't know what was going on in my brain, but my brain would not stop last night. My brain would not shut down and let me sleep. The silly thing is that now in the next morning, I can't remember what it was that was running through my head over and over again. But I had 2 lyrics to 2 different songs, 2 snatches of different songs bombing around in my head all night that wouldn't go. And then also there was something that I was overthinking that I'm not even sure if it was part of a dream because whatever it is, I can't remember it now. So either I overthought it to the point where I've thought it out completely. I don't know, but it was a terrible night's sleep. Right, I need to find some shoes and take the washing down and take the dogs out. Poor old Darcy, no, not allowed off the lead. Poor Darcy Doodles. Poor Darcy's not allowed off the lead because she had her up a few days ago, even though she thinks she's fine. But she's not allowed to run in case she busts her internal stitches. Ted's not happy about her not being off either. He's like, let her off to play. Molly, Molly! Molly! Good girl. Good girl, Molly Moo. Good girl, Molly the Moocher. Oh, windows, 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 windows. Finally succeeded in getting myself some seatbelt wrap things. Halfords in the end, which is probably where I should have gone first. I haven't tried B&M and Home Bargains because my seatbelt has been doing my Sweden, and I don't know why. I don't know if I've changed shape. Probably because my boobs have gone south and I no longer keep it out of the way. Yes, 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 yes. Anthony's got one too. I'm sure he'll be delighted when he sees its tiger print.
Right.
Did you hear how delighted he was? Leopard print, not tiger print. Dunelm for my pillowcase, I hope. No joy, the system tells them they have 2 in stock, but they cannot find them, so no V pillowcase cover for me today. Home again. Would you like to see what my pop to B&M produced, even though I did not get my zipped pillowcase that I went out for? It's not very dark in here. I hope it's not going to rain. I've got a portion on it. I got a strawberry Eton Mess reed diffuser for upstairs because I've got one in here, although the one in here is a different brand. But it's nice in here, so I thought I'd have one upstairs. I got a mango bubble tea, but I also got a strawberry can of bubble tea because I like to try them both. I'm a bit of a bubble tea kick at the moment. I got corn flour because I realised yesterday we did not have any when I wanted some for some. I got spearmint chews. I got air freshener for the car. And I got motor oil because apparently my motor cannot retain oil at the moment, so that's worrying. And that was it. That was the sum total of my exciting pop out.
What did Ant get?
Ant got dog food and sushi wraps with fish and rice. Dog chews. They sound horrible. They look horrible as well. This is an upside down hostess trolley, which has to be posted today. We are trying to dismantle it in order for posting. All of the nuts are rusted on, which is why they are now sitting there soaking in a bit of WD-40 to unrust them. Natalie is the boss of unrusting and unscrewing things because I can't make it work at all.
Work pliers.
I can't work the pliers. Oh, my life.
Hello, Jackie.
What happened, Nat?
I made a boo-boo.
Right, can you explain the boo-boo in full?
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty. So a minute ago she's screwing it and I'm going, darling, you're tightening it. And she was like, no, lefty loosey, righty tighty. And I was like, yes, and you are turning it to the right. And she was like, but this is my left hand. I was like, yes, but you are turning the screw to the right because you are behind the screw. So we learned from that and moved on.
Yeah.
And then I stopped supervising.
Have a lovely day.
I stopped supervising, and what happened?
I put it back on.
Righty tighty. She's still doing better than I am because I can't get close enough to see what I'm doing to unscrew the damn. I can't work my hands.
I don't know why you are passing comment on me.
I can't work my hands. I can't unscrew anything. I am.
No, I did it again.
Don't do it up. Look at these two babies. Did a Tracy go under there, Mum? If I was a vintage seller, that job would be complete at this point. However, I'm not a vintage seller, I'm an eBay seller, and there's a lot more packaging to do before it's finished. Catch me buying anything like this again, stop me, okay? I hate packaging large stuff. Tis done, tis done. Right, I need to hoover in here because the dogs destroyed a toy earlier. And I need to get some sheets back on my bed. And I need to hoover downstairs. There was the other things on my list, I think. And possibly make an apple crumble. That was there as well. Unfortunately, it takes a lot more than a magic snap of the fingers to improve this carpet too much. Right, I've got to turn some of these into an apple crumble.
Well, you can't get your money back, and so, will I have to be sexy at 60? Will I have to keep trying so hard? Well, I'm just gonna slump with me dowager's ump and watch myself turn into lard. And then the second stage is, I start to think.
Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, set a 35-minute timer.
Got it. 35 minutes. And that's starting now.
There she is. Have to say, she looks mighty fine. Everybody will enjoy some of that. I'll be able to take some to Mum tomorrow as well. And with that, today's to-do list is to-done. Hurrah! Look at that, homemade apple crumble with squirty topping, not cream, just topping. This crumble recipe, by the way, is one I found online. And if it's good, I will link it below. So let's find out if it's good before I commit to that. Ready? Oh, it's banging. It's really good. I will link this recipe below for you. Oh. Good morning on, what day is it?
Thursday.
Thursday. I've got a hair somewhere across my glasses. I can feel it. Hang on. There it goes. Okay. It is Thursday. You see before me the Ashton Court Estate house and cafe. We're grommet hunting again today, but we're also spending the day with Mum, or some of the day with Mum. So we've just done our first stop on today's grommet trail, and now we're going to go and pick up Mum. We were going there first, and then we realised we were about 20 minutes ahead of time, and it would fluster her if we arrived before the scheduled departure time. So let's go and get her. We're just leaving. Oh, that's it. Apparently that's in reverse. Good job there's nothing behind me, eh? There we go. We're just leaving the Ashton Court car park. At least I hope we are, if I can find the way out. Was the way out the same as the inn?
Yeah, straight down there.
And I'm hoping that we'll be able to see on the way out what we saw on the way in, because I didn't have my phone. It was in the back seat. It was in my handbag in the back. And I was like, oh, all the things you see when you can't vlog. So I'm hoping that what we saw will still be there and available for Tammy to film for you. So the Ashton Court estate is famous for its red deer herd, and also for its speed bumps. And if you're very lucky, sometimes you get to see them up on the brow of the hill where you can't get anywhere near them. Not that you want to get near them, you know, I don't want to go and play with them, but you know, you can't usually get a good look. However, they've all been herded down to the bottom because it's the Bloom Fiesta this weekend, and I have never been this close to wild deer in my life. There's one right here just by the fence. And they're quite brave, really, because they're not scared of the cars. The cars are going past, so they're not, you know, freaking out and running away. So I guess they're used to it. As we drove up, I said to Tammy, oh my God, my phone's in the back. Just told Mother the entire plan for the day. Mother, can you repeat it back?
No.
Did you, you're just going to come along for the ride, aren't you?
Yeah, just going to wander along. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, lovely. So we're just at Noah's Ark Zoo Farm to pick up our next one on our list. And I thought we'd have a quick look and see what they've got going on in their farm shop. Oh look, they've got Anthony's cheese. They've got Ant's cheese, Tommy. Probably. Which one is it he likes? Oh, I don't think it's here. I don't think it's here, the one that he has. Black Bob, is that what it is? Yeah. I thought it was called Black Bob or something.
Oh, but
Maybe this is a different
the
brand.
same thing. Extra mature cheddar. That's what he has.
Yeah. We've got bubble teas as well. I love these tempo bubble teas. They're really nice.
They're the ones.
Sunset Surge, that's a nice one. They've got iced coffee as well, mate. Some very nice chef-made meals. They look lovely. Look at the eggs. Blown ostrich eggs. What did you point out, sorry? The door hooks, yeah. Bath bombs from that. We haven't been to the zoo for a long time. Some Wallace and Gromit stuff in.
Have you seen this chicken?
Oh, look. Look at the size of that. This is very tempting.
School cake behind it.
Yeah, but any fool can buy school cake. This might be coming home with us. I was feeling a bit mean because we saw the deer and Mum didn't get to see them and she would have liked to see them. And then I just come back to the car and glanced over my shoulder. These are not deer, but they're a close approximation. I'm making Mum go. I literally just said these are not deer and there you were, not being a deer. There we go. Got my mother out so she could admire them. Our next stop on our day out is Puckston Park, and I went to the wrong bit of the park and I ended up going to staff parking. So as we came back out of there, Mum said, oh, there's baby ducklings in the stream, so she's getting out to have a look at the ducklings at the same time as us going to find our Wallace. Go find your baby ducklings, Mum. They're up there. You'll have to walk up to that end, Mum, and then you can see them off of that bridge. No, they're there, look. If you walk up to that bridge, you'll be able to see them much better off that bridge.
Yeah, I can see them now.
Second farm shop of the day. We're at Puckston Park now. There's farm shops everywhere you go. Cheese and Marmite tear and shell. Oh, cheese and bacon tear and shell. We'll have to get one of them for that. Absolutely love that. Oh, Mum's found a sign. Mum had a coffee in mind, so we've come into the Puckston Park cafe. I've never been here because obviously my children are too old for this. It's weird to bring 34 and 28-year-olds to the adventure playground, isn't it?
Years ago I came in here.
Yeah, I've never been here.
It all looks a little bit different.
Obviously, when my children were small enough, I didn't drive, so it wasn't on our radar. We've stopped for a drink. They're bringing the coffees over, but we thought we'd have a piece of carrot cake, and we decided we'd have one between us because look at the size of it. It's huge. Look at my hand. It's massive. That's the verdict on the coffee. The all-important coffee verdict. Quite nice. Mum has a very, very weak latte, like a half-shot latte. Milk with a threat of coffee, isn't it? Is it nice? There you go, they've passed the coffee test. Let's see if they pass the cake test.
Oh, thank you.
It's a good carrot cake and it hasn't got any dead flies in it, which is what Tammy thinks raisins are. We came out to film the ducks and they heard us coming and ran away.
Don't go away, duckies.
They are literally racing away from us. They're all adult ducks, so I don't know where the babies went, because there were some babies. So maybe the babies have already progressed further upstream. I don't know if it was Mum or Tammy said the water's very green. I said, that's probably how ducks like it. It's probably their idea of a good time. It's a bit of a rickety old bridge, isn't it? Who's that stomping over my bridge? We've made it to Mum's favourite place, the Mediterranean, for lunch. She's got the salmon. I've got a chicken wrap with sweet potato fries. Tammy's got a coffee wrap with ordinary chips. Salmon for a change, was that? Ow! Hello, Eva. I really hurt. I only literally turned the camera on to tell it my pants are falling down. How useful is that? Tammy says it's a good thing. I think needing new pants is not necessarily a good thing, but yeah, today's pants will not stay up. There you go. She overshares, you know, that CARLA Jenkins. I've just been to see the last performance of the day, which is at the City Ground, and the shop's open. Now, Tammy's not a Bristol City fan, she's a Bristol Bears fan. And as you can see, the Bristol Bears rugby team also play out of here. So when she saw the shop was open, in we came. What are you after? Oh, they're funky. Look at these ones. I like that logo. Tell the people at home what you did.
I bought something.
What'd you get?
I bought a new polo shirt for the new season. So.
Is it a polo shirt? Is it a
Yeah,
rugby
they class
shirt?
as a polo shirt, but yeah, like a polo neck.
I thought polo shirts were like that kind of Airtex material. But
It's classed as a polo.
It's not thick enough to be a rugby shirt. Rugby shirts have 3 panels, don't they? So yeah. Was it 5p?
It was slightly more expensive than £5.
Was it 6p?
No, it was 45 pence.
45p? Well, that does sound like a bargain, doesn't it, boys and girls? It also sounds like a lie.
Right, it's £45.
Spend your money on yourself, mate.
Yep. So I go out and work and I earn
Indeed,
it.
you work, you earn, you spend. That's how it goes.
Yep.
Right, I am getting my hair cut next Thursday and it cannot come soon enough. Look at it. Okay. No, it's not. It's unit time.
Oh.
I'm so tired. I'm so worn out. I'm so tired. Got no energy to shout. Good evening. I've done my parcels. Put the recycling out. I put my laundry away. Wow. I'm ready for bed. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has put forward comments and suggestions about my allergic reaction that I had last week. Thank you for all your input. Since then, I have eaten the following things. Mayonnaise on more than one occasion with no ill effects. However, of course, I do not know the brand of mayonnaise that was used in the cafe. Tomatoes, no ill effects. Cucumber, no ill effects. Lettuce, no ill effects. grated carrot today, no ill effects. The 3 things that I had that day, which I have not had since, are the naproxen tablet, tuna. I have had potato since, although not in a jacket potato form, and red onion. I don't think you can be allergic to a jacket potato. That would just be weird. So if one of the things I consumed triggered it, then it's either the naproxen, the tuna, or the red onion. The tuna is a complicated one because, as lots of you mentioned, who knows whether it was spring water, oil, or brine. Tuna in the UK, I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but tuna in the UK is canned in either spring water, sunflower oil, or brine. And I have had it in all 3 versions in my lifetime many times. But without knowing what kind this was, I don't know whether to try that again to see if it happens again. So at some point I'll go back to the cafe and ask them what kind they use. Since last week I've tried most of the things that were in my diet that day, and none of them have as yet affected me the same. As another one of you said, you can randomly have a histamine reaction to stuff with no real reason for it and never have it again, so who knows. However, I have not, as said, experienced anything again yet. Touch wood. Right, I'm done for today. I'm working tomorrow and Saturday, but I will see you at some point tomorrow, obviously. Hello. It's 6:30 on whatever day it is. Friday? Is it Friday? I think it's Friday. 6:30 on Friday. And guess who forgot she was vlogging? Some days I just forget to pick up the camera. To be fair, I've been at work all day, so there's been absolutely nothing I could have shown you. As I was saying, every now and again there'll be a weird noise. And there's this wonderful camera stand that I got from TikTok, which is very good in every possible way, apart from the fact that every now and again it makes a weird noise. I am just putting the finishing touches to an enormous pasta bake, which partly is so enormous because I had to use spaghetti instead of pasta. Because I didn't buy pasta when I was in Aldi. I went in for pasta sauce. And I didn't buy pasta because I knew that in the last 24 hours I had seen a whole unused packet of pasta in the cupboard. I came home. We do not have an unused packet of pasta. You know why? There's a very good reason why. The cupboard I saw it in was at my mother's house. It wasn't even our cupboard, it wasn't our pasta. So, I've had to use spaghetti instead of pasta fusilli or whatever. It'll taste exactly the same, it might just look a bit weird. It's going to be a big one because there's 2 jars of sauce in it. So yeah, a huge, using up the leftover gammon. I cooked a gammon earlier in the week, I'm not sure when. Not that long ago, you know. When was it? Monday. I cooked a gammon joint Monday. And this now is leftover gammon, pasta. What else have I chucked in there? Some bacon crumbles out of a pot. You know, like dried bacon things that you put on salad. There were some of them, so I threw some of that in there. Some crispy onions. There were some of them in the cupboard. And 2 things of this cheese sauce from Aldi. And it'll taste good. The random concoctions always taste good. Sometimes to the point where they taste so good that Natalie says to me, "Oh, can you make that again?" And I'm like, no, I can't, because I threw in so much random stuff and I don't know what's in there. I threw in garlic powder. I threw in some Worcestershire sauce. I don't know, I just chucked in random stuff. So I'll never be able to recreate it exactly the same again. There we go, that's done. I need to put some cheese on top. And then it's going in the oven while I'm out with the dog. Stealing nuts cheese. She's got mild slices, and cheddar and mozzarella, neither of those are very good, are they? Won't be wonderful cheese, it needs a stronger cheese, really. I'll use her entire pack of mild slices and then just replace it tomorrow. There we go. That can go in the oven. I'll take the dogs out. Ah! Things are falling out of the fridge. Let's get these dogs out. We've got 5 and 3 of them are on leads for various reasons. Darcy's on the lead because she's still getting over her op. Bella's on the lead because she's been unreliable recently. And Ada's on the lead because she's on her season. So these 3 are unimpressed with their evening's walk. Molly and Ted are like, "Oh, this is a bit shit." It's like walking through a flipping hayfield. This used to be a lovely green space that you could sit down and have a picnic. Even if I says it myself, that does look banging. I am ridiculously tired, and this mascara is far from waterproof. Shush, Molly. I just forced myself to have a shower because I should have had one last night and didn't. I was too tired last night. And then I told myself I'd have one this morning when I woke up, and then I didn't. So I had to go to work today and put my hair up because it was like minging. I was like, I can't have my hair down today. And so I came home and I was like, right, I must have a shower tonight. And then I was like, I don't want to, I'll have it in the morning. I thought, no, you can't. You need to get in the shower and wash your hair. So I forced myself to have a shower and wash my hair, which means I now have to dry and straighten my hair. I don't have to straighten. I could just dry it, go to sleep, and then straighten it in the morning. I might do that. I need to ring my mother. I am so tired. I'm beyond reason. I'm so tired. I could cry with tiredness. I don't know why. So on that cheerful note, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good evening. On Saturday, I had nothing of any value to say to you guys this morning, so I didn't say it. I didn't waste your time listening to me say it, and I've probably got precious little of any value now, if I face it. I'm on my way home from work. I am done now for a week. I haven't actually, it's not a week of annual leave. I've got 1 day of annual leave booked, but I managed to finagle my rota, because I work 3 days a week. I managed to finagle my rota so that I would have, I booked my 1 day. How on earth have I done this? I've got 1 day off left of this week, 1 day where I wasn't due to work anyway. I booked 1 day of holiday, and then I'm working the 2 days that I would have to work next weekend. So I've basically got a week off. I'm not until next Saturday. So yay for that. Huzzah. And so I'm on my way home. I've got quite a busy week planned really next week. We've got a couple of quite interesting days next week, which I won't tell you about now because that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it? I burnt my finger this morning on the straighteners. That was exciting. It's a rock and roll lifestyle, as you know. In fact, that's the biggest excitement of my day, is a small finger burn from my straighteners. But as a result of that, I've decided that my straighteners are getting hot too far up the handle. So I've ordered another pair on Vinted. No, I haven't ordered. I put an offer in for another pair on Vinted and I don't have had a response. Oh, good God, this is thrilling. I'm on the evening dog walk. Let's go home and get changed and walk the doglets. I don't want any more pasta bake. I had leftover pasta bake that I made yesterday. I had leftovers for that for lunch. And I don't want any more for dinner, but I've got 2 sausages. Do you remember earlier in the week, we went to the Puckston Park farm shop when we were on our grommet trail, and I got 2, did I tell you about my 2 sausages? I bought 2 sausages. They have very nice butchery counter there. I might not have told you. Tammy bought 2 pork with marmite. I feel like she wants stopping, but. And I bought 2 honey roasts, so I might cook my 2 sausages for my evening meal and maybe have a sausage sarnie. That might be my evening meal, because I had pasta bake with salad at lunch, and there's only so much pasta bake you want, isn't there? Well, if you were indicating, I'd have been able to go. There we go. Yeah, there's only so much pasta bake you want in one 48-hour period before you start feeling. It was very nice though. I did a good job of it. Okay. Oh, and I've got to do parcels tonight because I overslept. So I didn't tell you that. I went to bed last night and I told myself, right, I'm not gonna straighten my hair. I'm gonna let it dry and I'll straighten it in the morning, because as you know, I always wake up at stupid o'clock. So I'll when I wake up at stupid o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll straighten my hair and then I'll get up and do my parcels. I did not wake up at stupid o'clock. I didn't wake up till 7:30. So by the time I straightened my hair and got a face on that was presentable for the world, it was too late to do parcels. So that has to happen tonight now. But Natalie did go in the loft for me. Right. So yeah, it's going to be dog walk, possibly a sausage sandwich, and parcels in tonight's exciting episode of Life of Carla. Dog walk, possible sausage sandwich, and will she or won't she get her parcels done? What I meant to say though was that I did sleep really well. Do you remember I said to you last night I was exhausted? I said to you, I think the last thing I said to you guys was I'm so tired I could cry. And I must have been tired because I slept like a log. I only woke up once for a wee. Did I just sleep through needing a wee, or is it the Jude supplements working? I don't know, but something helped because I only woke up once in the night. And I woke up feeling like I'd actually had a good night's sleep for once. Right, I thought I'd show you my welcome home show and tell. So whenever you come into the house, Molly dashes off and finds whatever current prize she wants you to admire. You only have to look at it. You don't get to take it off her. If you try and take it off her, she gets most upset. She brings it, she shows it to you. You have to go, wow, Molly, that's wonderful, and then she's happy. So that is the best tennis ball I have seen all day. You did such a good job. Well done, you. Excellent choice of show and tell today. Well done. Smug AF. Apparently Barky and Barky are Wesley and Wesley. Are you eating him alive? Yeah. I have post. I have a birthday card. It is from, I have opened it already, look. It's from Anna. So she says, Dear Carla and all the gang, you're all amazing. And I'd love to do a drive along one day. So much laughter watching. I love the dogs. You're good people. Have a posh coffee. Look, £5 for a posh coffee. Thank you very much. I don't have a posh coffee, but I will have a Pepsi Max. Thank you. Many happy returns of the day. All my love, Anna. I buy bras and stuff. She's bought a few things off my shop. Crystal, I think that's sister, and Lady. I'm not sure what that says. Lady Woof. I think that might say Woof. Other people's handwriting is always difficult, isn't it? Thank you so much, Anna. And also, look, do you know what? I know what this is. Can you tell what it is? It's from Secret Linen Store. It's my V pillowcase with a zip. Very nice packaging. Not sponsored. I have paid for this with my own money. And I bought two because having actually... Did I tell you I tried to get one? I did, didn't I? I went to Dunelm. I couldn't get one. We've been through that all this week. I decided to order from that link that lovely lady sent me instead, because I thought, what's the point of ordering it for click and collect at Dunelm if they can't find it anyway? So I ordered it from the link that the lovely lady sent. And now I'm trying to get in. Bear with. Oh, they feel very nice. They feel lovely. The zip is in a slightly different place. I'll lay it down flat. There's the V pillowcase. It looks fatter than my V pillow does, but hopefully it'll be okay. And the zip is along there, whereas my zip is on the bend, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'll try this on the pillow when I go upstairs. I just love it when I record a whole section without pressing record. I've opened Natalie's post as well. I've taken the liberty of opening Natalie's post because I knew it would be this. This is an anti-pull harness for Darcy because she pulls like a steam train. And basically it's a special collar that goes on and the harness clips to the collar and goes underneath her armpits, leg pits. What do dogs have? What kind of pits do dogs have? Anyway, it goes underneath those and we'll stop her pulling. So we'll try that out in a bit and see if that works. Darcy's got a bit of freedom today. Darcy! Freedom to eat things she shouldn't, obviously. Bit of freedom today. Popping out. And probably popping into Home Bargains. Popping out to deliver a crumble. So, the apple crumble that I made earlier in the week, which was a raging success. The apples were brought home from work by Tammy. A gentleman who regularly goes into Tammy's workplace gave her a bag of apples and said, maybe you can make a crumble. So I said to Tammy, well, I'll make a crumble for him. But I thought I'd tried the recipe out first and see if it was good. It was good, as you know, so I've now just made another crumble for us and one for him, and I'm about to go and deliver said crumble. And Anthony needs to go to Home Bargains on a chocolate mission, apparently. It's a Saturday night chocolate mission.
Yeah.
So I'll probably pop in, you tell them. Popped in Home Bargains. I had one of these sandwiches before and I had to eat my words because before it I was like, well, it's going to be a dodgy sandwich, probably going to die. It was one of the best tuna sandwiches I've ever had in my life. However, the last time I ate tuna, I had that allergic reaction, so let's see what happens. So this evening's show and tell is a pink unicorn. Thanks, Molly, that one's great. Well, it's an hour since I ate that tuna sandwich and no allergic reaction. Nothing, not a flicker. So, the only two things I have not had since that allergic reaction last week are red onion and the naproxen. It could be one of those two things, or it could literally just have been a random, for absolutely no reason, reaction. I don't know. But as people were pointing out in the comments, I don't know what that tuna was in that I had later last week. I don't know whether it was canned in spring water or brine or sunflower oil. So I don't know. I'm still not 100% what, you know, but I'm not having an allergic reaction to the tuna sandwich anyway. I've done some of my parcels. I've begun the rest, but I'm too tired to pack things properly. So all of the breakables will get done in the morning now. I'm just going to try and put my new pillowcase on. So this is the old one, and as you can see, this zip is gone, and I keep on undoing it and doing it back up, but it won't stay done. So hopefully the new ones will fit. Yeah, they fit. Look, if anything, it's a bit roomier than my other one was, but it works, and it's got the zip, which is what I wanted. I don't know why. I don't know why I became so obsessive about getting some more with a zip. But huzzah! And on that exceedingly tired note, I'm going to take off what's left of my makeup, because a minute ago I rubbed my eyes and went, ugh, I buggered that up. Take off what's left of that and go to sleep, because tomorrow it is car boot day. I don't like to think of myself as a hoarder, but I've just coiled up the little bit of braided ribbon that came around those pillowcases to put it away, because it'll come in useful for something. Is that hoarder mentality, or is it waste not, want not, or is it resourceful, or is it reuse, recycle, whatever, or is it just I can't bear to part with any junk? I don't know. I don't know, but it's a nice bit of ribbon, that. Good morning on Sunday. State mirrors. That's because it's not tied back properly. We are, as a family unit. You're an absolute unit. You're a unit. We're going to the car boot sale. Somebody's just put on the Car Boot Sale Facebook page, never seen so many stalls this morning. So apparently it's a biggie. Let's just hope let's just hope there's somewhere to park, because last week parking was silly. Silly goose. Silly goose. Car boot is done. Unit collection is done. I have such a good haul from car boot this morning that it's going to be quite a long video, so I need to go home and make that video. I need to complete the parcels. I'm hoping at some point to get maybe a bit of time in the garden today, because I've not sat in my garden barely at all this summer for more than 5 minutes at a stretch. So that would be nice. And I think we're going to bingo tonight. Natalie and I were just discussing it. So, yeah. Anthony's just helped me bring it all upstairs. So now I'm going to sit and stare out despairingly for a few minutes before I deal with it. Logic demands that I finish my parcels first, and that gets all of that out of the way and leaves space to do other stuff. So that's next. Parcels are done. Now to record my haul video. 1:45. I'm going to sit, put the telly on, eat some cherry shortbread, then I'm going to do some editing, and then in a bit we're going out. I've given up the idea of going in the garden. I need to edit, and I can't edit in the garden, so there we go. I can't edit in the garden because I can't hear anything in the garden properly, and I can't see because of the light on the screen. So a bit of telly first, then some editing, and then off we go again. I've got changed for bingo because I was hot and sweaty, so I freshened up and put fresh clothes on and fresh undies and everything. You know what I mean? I've literally had a full reset because I felt hot and bothered. This is a hot day, even though I spent most of it indoors. I didn't get out to the garden in the end. I wanted to put fairy lights up in my room, and I was like, oh, I bought those ones for the garden. I can use them instead. They're solar powered. I don't know if they've got battery as well. Hang on. Botheration, they do not have a battery compartment, so I cannot put batteries in them instead. So much for that plan. Back to the drawing board on that one. They will have to go in the garden after all. This urge for fairy lights in my bedroom, this shows you how easily influenced I am by things I see. It's purely because I've just been watching a couple of episodes of Ghosts, and they've got some curtain fairy lights at the head of their bed, and I was like, oh, I could have some fairy lights on that wall. That's literally how easily influenced I see something, I go, I want that, and then I try to make it happen, and that's why I do a lot of shopping. But I know I've got curtain fairy lights in the loft. Are they in the loft? I think they're in the loft. They may not be. They may be up there in that corner up there from Vlogmas. They may be. So I might have a rummage around for those tomorrow now, not today, because we're going to bingo in a minute. Have just found that we've got half price vouchers for tonight, so that's nice. Half price bingo, yeah. We're on our way to bingo, however, because they closed the car park, we've had to park in approximately Swindon. So we're trekking back to the bingo now. We parked outside somebody's house. There's perfectly good space there. We parked outside somebody's house, so they don't come out and clamp me. Or slash my tyres. Yeah. Tamsin, tell my vlog about your plan for winning £138 million. It's cracker. It's a cracker.
It wasn't a plan, it was a dream.
Okay. Come on, tell them.
I dreamt that I won 138 million. Oh, I was going in front. And I bought a castle up in Scotland.
A castle, mind. Yeah. Sounds good so far, doesn't it? At this point, listening to the story, I was like, oh, I'm going to go live in a castle in Scotland with me mate.
Well, you are still living there, technically.
There's more.
But you and Natalie are running reception.
She's got 138 million quid and we've got to work for her.
You and Natalie on reception. Tammy is the bar manager. My son Josh and your son Anthony are our maintenance guys.
She's known me 20 years. She's known Anthony 20 years. She doesn't know how to pronounce his name yet.
I'm the cleaner. Who's got the raw end of the deal here?
You never mentioned you were the cleaner. You said we were doing everything.
You didn't give me a chance. You were too busy laughing at me.
So do go on.
So I'm the cleaner. So I'm going around making all the beds and scrubbing the toilets, even though I'm sitting on £138 million. Yeah, and then I thought I'd also buy you a dog business.
So in my spare time, in between running her damn hotel, I've got to run a business. I said to her, you are aware that my plan for if I won the Euro Millions was to buy all of my mates a house and then give them a chunk of cash so that they were comfortable as well. There was no mention of anybody having to come and work for me. There was no mention of anyone having to do 2 jobs.
Nick the ass is off detecting and playing golf.
Nick's going to play golf with Trump, is he?
No, not Trump in my house.
You don't play golf in the house. If Nick's been playing golf in the house, he's been doing it wrong.
7 and 1, 71. 4 and 8, 48. 6 and 4, 64. 4 and 3, 43. Yep.
We are home, and as usual, we were unsuccessful. To be fair, I won £20 on the very first game the moment we walked in. Like, before I'd even got my breath back from getting in, I won 20 quid, and I was like, oh, this is the shape of things to come. It was not the shape of things to come. We did not win another bean after that, and then we put the £20 in the slots because there were 3 of us sharing, so we put the £20 in and said we'd split whatever we won, and didn't win, so we lost it all together. But before I say goodnight to this week's vlog, I have a question for you. Natalie and I were talking in the car on the way home, and we were reminiscing about holidays, and she remembers, and I remember them too, an ice lolly that she used to have when we were on holiday in Beer, which was, you could buy them anywhere, it wasn't just beer, but instead of an actual ice lolly, it was 5 little ice lollies, 5 mini ones in a bag. 5 different fruit flavoured ice lollies. I think they were shaped, in my head, they're shaped like little rockets, but I don't know if that's correct. They might all have been different shapes. For some reason in my head I've got jelly babies. Natalie's got jelly babies, they might have been jelly baby branded, but I don't think they were.
Or like a yellow bag. That's what's making me think.
I can't visualise the bag. I just remember that these 5 tiny. Basically, you ended up with the same quantity of ice lollies if you'd bought 1 ice lolly, but the novelty value was that there were 5 little ones on sticks in this bag.
It's like one of each colour. Like
one of each colour. One of the ring, yeah. I can't remember what they were called. If anybody remembers them, can you let us know in the comments? And if anyone knows exactly what they were called, then by all means let us know, because it's one of those things, you know, I haven't imagined it. We both have a memory of it. We know it happened, but we can't remember any of the deets. And with all that said, I will see you in next week's waffle. Take care. Bye for now.